Hey, KS Services is now running their $59 fall tune-up special. Our team arrives on time and is always professional. Be sure your unit is ready for the cooler temperatures by visiting our website, callks.com today, and schedule your appointment. It's fast and easy. The weather's getting cooler and the days are getting shorter. Don't let the fall weather sneak up on you. Call us today, 205-322-9090, AL certification number 1112.
This is your Weather Xtreme video for Saturday, November the 11th. Happy Veterans Day. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Satellite image this morning shows that we will wake up to mostly sunshine, but there are some high cirrus clouds that are streaking the sky across north and central Alabama, and it looks like we should have a mostly sunny day. Temperatures are kind of all over the mark here. We do have a nice wedge pattern. We'll get into that in just a minute here. But temperatures range from 31 there in, it looks like around Haleyville, as well as down to about 39 over at Anniston. But most locations in central Alabama are around the 40-degree mark, so kind of a chilly start to the day. We do have a wedge pattern with a large high-pressure system ranked at 1039 millibars over western New York and Pennsylvania. That is bringing that weather pattern down around the southern end of the Appalachians, although the impacts of the wedge are not looking too extreme. Probably keep temperatures in the east central part of the state down a couple of degrees today. The upper air pattern at 500 millibars, roughly about 18 to 20,000 feet, features a bit of a nearly zonal flow all the way from California across to the east coast of the United States, and that will be changing over the next week or so. Watch warning map, somewhat active. We have frost advisories over parts of Alabama until 7 a.m., and then we've got some freeze warnings over in the Carolinas and up the mid-Atlantic states. Dense fog advisory there in parts of Nebraska, Kansas, and extreme eastern Colorado. And then the purples that you see in the upper peninsula of Michigan are winter weather warnings, and the purplish colors in Lake Superior and Lake Michigan and off the northwest coast are gale or wind warnings. QPF pretty much tells a story. We do have a small shot at some rain on Sunday afternoon, evening, but I think most of us are going to stay dry with moisture somewhat limited. Don't see this too often, but the SPC day 1, completely clean. Not a chance for even thunderstorms. Day 2, some thunderstorms in northwestern United States and across the Florida Peninsula. And then on day 3, also some thunderstorms in northwest part of the United States coming into parts of Idaho and Montana and extreme northwestern Wyoming, as well as the Florida Peninsula. And the tropics, thank goodness for small favors here. It looks like the tropics are pretty inactive right now. All right, the 06Z GFS model run, there's the upper air pattern, pretty much a zonal flow, but we are watching that trough move across the Great Lakes and come out of the northern Rockies. For the most part, that just gives us a bit of a nice high-pressure system that is doing the wedge. But the wedge, again, looks like it's affecting Georgia, but not too much into Alabama. The pattern begins to take on a bit of a troughiness over the eastern part of the country as that short wave comes by, and that looks like that's going to come by Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, producing probably a very small chance, on the order of 10-20% chance for showers. One of the reasons is moisture is going to be severely limited with this. This is the precipitable water values, and you can see that at best they get into the green values, so they're around 1.2. It just doesn't look like while we have the forcing, we don't have the moisture. The trough moves on to the east coast, and we begin to come under ridging on Monday, and we see that pattern staying with us on Tuesday. And again, moisture values are extremely low on Tuesday, so the atmosphere stays pretty dry. We go a little bit more zonal on Wednesday as we get set for setting the stage for what's going to happen on Friday. And then on Thursday, we do have a ridge with kind of a trough over New York and New England and another trough in the Rockies. And that trough in the Rockies is going to be coming our way. And again, it looks like moisture is going to be somewhat limited even with this system. As you can see, some moisture surging up into Arkansas, and parts of the the western part of the lower Mississippi River Valley. But that trough does dig in and strengthen on Friday, and so we see a nice surface low that develops in the vicinity of the east central Rockies and moves into the central Great Lakes by Friday at midday. And once again, moisture, yeah, there's some moisture there. We got good forcing with the cold front, but we just don't have enough moisture, and the result is I don't think we're going to see any severe weather, and the Cape values as shown by the GFS are way down, are pretty much non-existent. By Saturday, the trough is off the East Coast, and we're coming under good northwesterly flow. That's going to drop us back with lows in the 40s and highs around the 60-degree mark with a high-pressure system just to our west. All right, looking out into voodoo country, we see a reinforcing shot of cold air there with that trough over Illinois and western Ohio around the 19th of November. We go into a weak ridge pattern around the 21st of November, so a little bit of a warm-up, not real good. We see a nice short wave coming out of the Rockies, kind of coming through the flow there over the Mid-South around the 23rd, so that looks like some clouds and perhaps rain chances for Thanksgiving. And then at the very end of the period, holy mackerel, whoa! We've got a huge upper ridge over the eastern half of the country, and a very deep trough coming across the Four Corners area that could spell, as we get out into extended voodoo country, could spell potential for some severe weather. That'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this morning. I will have the next one posted first thing on Sunday morning. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog for notes on Alabama's weather. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great fall day, and Godspeed.
Hey, KS Services is now running their $59 fall tune-up special. The weather's getting cooler and the days are getting shorter. Don't let the fall weather sneak up on you. Call us today, 205-322-9090, AL certification number 11120.